self. Welcome to Queendom Come. Aquarius, my fellow Aquarius, my lovely Aquarius, my eccentric Aquarius, forward thinking Aquarius, my futuristic Aquarius, my loving Aquarius, my humanitarian Aquarius, my giving Aquarius, my understanding Aquarius, my empathic Aquarius, my friendly Aquarius, my social Aquarius. Thank you for watching. Thank you, and happy birthday to the February Aquariuses, and happy belated to the January Aquariuses. Um, just a quick thing before I get into reading your goddess guidance cards. The way I do personal readings is changing. So in the description box, there's a lot of steps and directions and instructions and whatnot on how to get a reading. Disregard all of that and just send me an email or find the Empress Divine Channel page on Facebook and shoot me a message directly to the Empress Divine Channel Facebook page. And I have a really quick response time, probably even faster than I will respond by email. Either way, it's $15 for 15 minutes, 25 for 30 minutes, and $40 for an hour reading. Real simple, real plain, make it real easy for you. Also, I'm not able to see the live stream because my tablet is not connecting to the Wi-Fi for whatever reason. Although my laptop is, my tablet is not. So if you wanted to use Super Chat to like pay for a question to be answered, I can't do that in this live stream. But if you just want to send a super chat, gift out of the kindness and generosity of your heart, and just to support this channel and my spiritual journey, this mission that I'm on, to, spread the word of abundance and spread that Empress energy through divine channeling of spiritual messages, by all means, go ahead. It is encouraged and appreciated because I love money. So let's get into your reading. Goddess guidance, what do you have for Aquarius, February 2019? Aquarius, February 2019. Aquarius, February 2019. What messages do you have for Aquarius, February 2019? Aquarius, February 2019. My birthday is in 2 days now. It's February 8th. So yeah, y'all be sure to wish me happy birthday. Send those super chats or send those donations as birthday gifts. I am not ashamed to ask for what it is that I want because that's the only way you get it. Ask and you shall receive. Ain't that a word? So yeah, y'all show me some love for my birthday because I be showing y'all love. I'm playing. You don't have to if you don't want to. Don't feel pressured by any means because I'm gonna manifest my abundance either way. But yeah, it is my birthday, February 8th. Yes, yes, yes. Your girl will be 29. So it's my 11th year, and I'm gonna ball out. So yeah, Goddess Guidance, what do you have for Aquarius, February 2019? Aquarius, February 2019. Aquarius, February 2019. We have bodies of water and medicine woman. Oh, so somebody's in the flow. Bodies of water, it says spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or the ocean to recharge your batteries. You could physically be going somewhere near water in February, like on a cruise or house or going fishing, or you could be moving to a place that has on the property or has some type of pond or a body of water that is like, whether it be a swimming pool at an apartment complex or like a real pond with a nice fountain at in a community or in a subdivision on a cul-de-sac or something. It could be you move into apartments that have like North Lake apartments, or lakeside apartments, or something lake, Appalachian Lake. That's some Florida shit, and I don't know why it just came out my mouth, but Appalachian Lake. I don't know. That might resonate with somebody. But you could be near bodies of water, and it's needed at this time because you need to recharge your batteries. We are the water bearer. So being near water, even though we're an air sign, yes, we are the water bearers. Being near water is going to help you recharge. It's going to help you cleanse. It's going to help you feel, clean inward and outwardly. There's something about being around water that just gives you that tranquil feeling And Aquarius is really connected with that. And this is a big energy for you in February. Whatever it is that you've recently gone through, there will be a need to recharge. So don't push yourself too far, because it's going to have a lot to do with this medicine woman energy that you have here. And medicine woman says you are a channel for divine healing power. So you have to be at your best, and you have waterfalls going on here too. So the water that you use to recharge is the water that you'll be able to pour forth into other people. So take the time that you need for yourself. Get what you need for yourself to make yourself feel good. Continue to be in the flow. In a figurative meaning, when I see bodies of water, I think of like, that Abraham Hicks teaching of just being in the flow of life, being able to go with the flow of the river of life. So I feel like being in the flow is a large part of you holding that divine healing power that you can deliver to other people. And as long as you are clean spiritually and refreshed spiritually and, hydrated and full of the purity of water, like the waters of life or the spiritual waters, infinite waters diving deep. As long as you are filled with that type of like spiritual water, then you can be a very powerful divine channel. So that's your goddess guidance for February 2019. And let's get into the 12 card tarot spread. You can get a clear message. 12 card tarot spread for Aquarians in February 2019. February 2019 for us Aquarius. February 2019 for Aquarius. All right, we have Empress. Oh, yes, yes, I need all that energy. Eight of Swords, Page of Cups, the Chariot, Emperor, Four of Swords, the Devil, Three of Staffs, Two of Swords, Judgment, Nine of Staffs, Eight of Staffs. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana. Okay, pretty good energy here. 5 is kind of a challenging number. It's like stepping away from the comforts of home out into the world and trying to do your own thing and make something yourself. So that could be, going on here. Someone may be removed from the comforts of home, or you may feel kind of in a rocky place coming into February. Let's see what we can do about this energy, because I do see some movement with the Chariot card, and also the Emperor is someone who has come through very tough battles, and they've learned sage lessons that help them to, go forth and do more and claim more and be more and build more. We also, let me not forget this. We have the Empress right here on top of the Emperor. So we got some real twin flame, soulmates, hot, passionate, fiery, dynamic duo power couple energy going on here. So yeah, let's see what's up. The Empress card right here, you are looking like someone who just deserves to have it all. You look good, you take care of yourself. And if you don't resonate with what I say about this first card, then pretty much the rest of the reading is probably not going to be for you either. So I do want to make that, known here and going forth with other readings. But you look like someone who is just abundant. Like, I feel like you may have like a very womanly shape or womanly figure. You curvy, even though the Empress here is not, necessarily the curviest. Like, the Empress is like a maternal, like a fertile, beautiful woman, very womanly energy. So you could be like a beautifully curvy woman. If you're a man, well shaped, or a very nice physique for a man. But I'm really feeling this is like a woman with this Empress energy here. So if you're a male watching, maybe you're dealing with an Aquarius woman. you know. But mostly this is Aquarius woman energy that I'm feeling here. Yeah, very shapely woman, ample bosom. You know, she likes to adorn herself with jewelry or nice clothes, takes care of herself, is very into her appearance. This is that kind of Venus energy here with the Empress Taurus kind of energy, like wanting to take care of yourself and also take care of all of your surroundings. You dress well, you look well, you smell well, you intoxicate the senses of someone, or that's just a part of who you are. Like you like to smell good, and people always mention that you smell good, or you leave a strong scent behind when you're in a room. That type of energy. Um, uh, you know, a very intoxicating woman. And this is how you're looking to people. Like your energy is leaving an imprint on people. You know, leaving an imprint on people. You are the type of woman that someone wants to build with, they want to be with. You are the top pick. You know, the Empress is the queen of all queens. So if somebody's seeing you in that the light of an Empress, or that if you're carrying the Empress energy and other people are seeing you that way, they're seeing you as their top pick. No matter who else they may have been involved with or currently involved with, you are the top one. Like nobody can really touch you, and that can even be intimidatingly so. You know, they may feel like they have to fight through protective forces to get to you. And by protective forces, if you don't have like a crazy baby daddy, or overprotective male best friend, or you like brothers who are like the Chico brothers, you know, and they can't get past your brothers to get to you, or you have like a bunch of male cousins or uncles around you, and you are very like solidly protected by masculine energy, then it's the fact that you have a spiritual protection over you, and they can feel it. Like you may be a spiritual woman or a spiritual person, and they can almost feel like they can't come at you sideways with that BS like they can with other people. They can't slide no nonsense past you or over your head. And I feel like they know that. So that's the type of energy that I'm feeling for you, Aquarius, in this reading. Here in the second card position, we have the Eight of Swords. So, in some way, I feel like you may have been coming out of a period where you were treating yourself less than you actually are. You know, even though people may be seeing you like that, I don't feel like you yourself have been holding your own self to that level of esteem. Like in some type of way, for some reason, maybe due to a past hurt, um, you kind of hold yourself back. Or it could be the fact that you are very much so aware of that powerful presence that you have, and you just try to temper it off, or you try to taper it off, or dumb it down a little bit. And I'm here to tell you, stop doing that. Stop dumbing down your energy. Stop watering down your energy. It's that strong for a reason, because you probably have, like it says up here, you are a channel for divine healing power. Do not water down your energy, because there's a divinity about you that is needed. It's part of your purpose. It's part of your life path. It's part of your journey and who you are. So don't restrict yourself for anyone. Because with this Eight of Swords card, that's not an energy of you being forced to restrict yourself. This is like a self-made type thing. It's like you willingly water down the power that you know you have. Maybe it's because people kind of make you feel left out. When you have that much power, you tend to have a smaller circle. And Aquarius being such a social energy, that doesn't feel so comfortable. So if you are kind of watering down your spiritual power, or watering down the beauty within yourself, if you're not showing up as your absolute best self all day, everywhere you go, if you're watering yourself down in any situation, you need to stop, because you're only holding yourself back. And when you hold yourself back, even if it's just to make other people comfortable, you will start emitting that vibration of having having less than while other people around you prosper. And it's because you are holding that vibration of holding your own self back to make other people feel comfortable. So don't hold yourself back for anything or any reason. If you are experiencing any situations that make you feel trapped in terms of your finances, or your housing, your resources that are around you, check that. Check that in yourself. Check if you find yourself dumbing yourself down or watering down your brilliance or your presence to make other people feel comfortable. Because 9 times out of 10, that's gonna be the reason. That's gonna be, the thing that's causing you to have restricted or blocked finances or blocked abundance. In the third card position is the Page of Cups. And to be honest, when I see this card, I think like peon. This is like peon energy. The Page of Cups is somebody who they may be in over their head, or an energy of being in over your head, or feeling like you're not exactly worthy enough. So you have to come and give offerings to something or someone. And, with this energy of you being this beautiful Empress energy to other people, and other people seeing you like this, but you wanting to kind of restrict yourself or water yourself down to make other people feel comfortable, the people that you're trying to make feel comfortable don't really deserve your presence in the first place, Aquarius. And I mean that in the most humble way. If you've noticed a pattern of you attracting people who really, if you keep finding yourself being in friendships, or situationships, or in relationships, even with friends or coworkers, or whatever the case, it can be even family members. You keep finding yourself in constant contact with people who are not on your level, who don't even match the energy that you are on, but because underneath it all, you have this underlying love for people, and you want everybody to feel included, and you want everybody to feel valuable. You dumb yourself down, and you just end up with people who you just know that are not on your level. So even though you are surrounded by people, or you have folks that are around you, you still won't feel fulfilled. It's like quantity over quality now. I mean, quality over quantity now. Stop watering yourself down to make more people feel comfortable, and stand in your full power. And the few people who match your vibration will start trickling in toward you. And you will know them because they offer the energy that you are in alignment with. They offer that pure positive energy. They offer that, you know, unconditional love. They offer abundance. That's the type of things they'll be able to offer you if they come into you. If they not come into you, if they come, up to you, if they come around you, it'll be worth getting to know them, worth investing in this person. And that way you can foster like interdependent relationships rather than codependent relationships, where people who are not even on your level end up depending on you to make them feel better about themselves. Like by proxy, they feel confidence because they can feel that Empress energy rolling off of you, which is really just draining your energy. Here in the fourth card position, we have the Chariot. So I do see some movement happening for you. You could be literally moving in February, like moving in your house, moving with family, moving to be closer to family, or moving away from family, moving in to start a family. But I do see movement in terms of your home life here in February. Then in the fifth card position, we have the Emperor. Now, this fifth card position is about love, romance, creativity, and children. Sex can sometimes be highlighted here too, making love or making children. And you have that Emperor energy right underneath the Empress. So you could have somebody who wants to come in and be everything to you. And I feel like if that's the case, then y'all have been through some stuff. Like, While you are embodying that energy of trying to dumb yourself down to make other people feel welcome and comfortable, somebody was probably not giving you the fullness of themselves, and that created problems. But due to the problems that y'all were having, it kind of prompted you to just go ahead and stand fully in your energy, in your Empress energy, because you're like, I mean, if I'm going to dumb myself down to make somebody else feel welcome and still end up with the short end of the stick, why not just, go all out and be full Empress mode and, take my chances on somebody coming in, being able to handle me or being able to, appreciate me at the fullness of my Empress energy. And for some people, it could be a new person that's coming in, or it could be the same person coming in that has learned from excuse me, the same person coming in that has in connection with you or being in love with you. Being in love with somebody is not going to be just, just another relationship. It's going to be something that's very profound that leaves an effect on somebody. And I do feel like whoever this person is or whoever the energy is that has kind of gone through it and had to do a lot of their own personal growth and fighting their own internal battles, I do feel like this person is coming to a point of being kind of in recovery in February, meaning like they're recovering from the bumps and the bruises, and they are getting a better grasp of their own internal conflicts that they need to come to a healing point with. So once again, you being that channel for divine healing power, just even dealing with you is a healing experience because you come with so much depth, you know. And also the emperor, this is like a kind of ego energy. So it could be somebody who is like really domineering, or they controlled you in a way, or they used to use like mental manipulation to try to control you, or they would do things. They exhibited behaviors that were like learned in childhood or through growing up, or a long time ago in their past. They were trying to work those same tricks on you, but they weren't working. But again, because you have that, spiritual protection around you, or that protection of like, male influenced masculine energy protecting you. So you could have learned the game from like, your uncles or your brothers or cousins or a male best friend or something. So when they came in trying to play these games with you, it was like, that's not going to work with me because I see what you're doing. And on top of that, I have this, this deep spirituality, so I can feel that kind of sneaky or that egotistical or that controlling type of manipulative energy on you. I can feel it, so you can't come at me with that same type of energy. So I do feel like this person is trying to recover from that. Also, you're recovering from that, recovering from the effects of you trying to water down your powerful energy to make somebody else feel accepted. Because even though this person here is showing up as the emperor now, like, that's still that Aries energy, and Aries as the baby of the zodiac, it can be sometimes energy of like a childish person, childish person. And you might be trying to just recover from that or get some understanding, and just kind of going over the journey again and seeing how you allowed yourself to experience a relationship with somebody who treated you less than what you truly are. And it was you treating yourself less than you truly are. So yeah, you allowed it. And that, this experience with this person or this relationship is really just a manifestation of what was going on inside of you. If you are not living up to your full potential, then you can't expect somebody else to give you their full potential. So I feel like in this situation, both parties are in a place of like recovering and just thinking back on everything that happened, thinking back on the challenges and the conflicts and the issues, thinking back on arguments, and just trying to make sense of it going forward, or trying to learn from it going forward. In the seventh card position, we have the devil. So there's some attachment here. I feel like regardless of what you and this other person or other party went through, there is still like some, very strong attachment here. And it could be like sexual energy that is causing y'all to just be like, unable to break away from each other. A lot of the kind of explosiveness or that conflictual energy that I'm feeling in this reading, the kind of rocky period or rough periods that y'all were going through, or may even still be going through, may have a lot to do with the fact that y'all kind of introduced sex into the situation faster than needed be, like before really understanding each other and sitting down and talking about what each other wanted clearly and getting a clear understanding of your intentions, or the what you wanted out of the relationship. Sexual energy was introduced into it way too soon. So that could have been something that caused you to drift away from what you wanted in the relationship. Sexual energy is a big distraction. It happens to the best of us. It happens to most of us in this generation. So I completely understand it. Don't feel bad about it. Don't regret nothing. Just appreciate the journey, because it is all a part of your journey. But in the seventh card position, the devil to me also tells me that there is like a fear here, some type of fear or negative thinking that could be in the way of what wants to come into you, or what wants to appear for you, what is about to manifest. And when I say that fear, that could very well be that part of yourself that was kind of like lessening your spiritual energy, or like dumbing yourself down, or not showing the fullness of who you are, not standing firm and comfortably seated in your divinity. When you were watering that down, I feel like you were doing it out of fear that maybe you're too much. Like maybe you felt like you were too much for this person, which implies that the person is not enough for you. But out of fear, you may have still been dealing with this person because maybe you felt like something better wouldn't come along. Or maybe you had fears that they won't accept who you are. Maybe you didn't feel so comfortable in who you are. So even if you feel like that person is enough, you still had that kind of insecurity within yourself about who you are in the fullness of yourself. And that's always going to manifest outwardly, those inward feelings and your inward energy, because that is the basis off which the universe throws everything back at you. That's the basis off which the universe mirrors everything back at you. Your own individual vibration. So wherever that double energy applied for you, there was a fear here, and it was blocking, the manifestation of everything that you did want. But here in the eighth card position, you have the three of staffs, which is that energy of, bringing things in and calling in, what you want into your life. And that energy is transforming. So if what you're calling in is transforming, then that means your individual energy is transforming. So somebody is coming out of that energy of dumbing themselves down, or of having that internal battle within themselves where they won't show who they truly are, or they won't step into the power of their full Empress energy that's transforming. Because in order for what you manifest to transform, your own energy has to transform. And because you are transforming inwardly, if this person is your twin flame, they are also mirroring that as well. So if it's the same person coming back in, they can be reflecting on their actions and seeing the error of their ways and dealing with their own individual internal battles and coming back in to you. Or this is just a whole new person that comes in that matches where you are now, that matches that transformed energy within you, that matches you in the fullness of your divine essence. The two of swords sits in the the ninth house card position. And that two of swords is about that internal conflict. And you could have somebody who was just kind of just playing like a co-starring role to your internal conflict. And that's really like the underlying theme of this message, I feel like, is you in your own internal conflicts and your own watering down of energy and accepting less than what you know you truly deserve. I feel like it has a lot to do with childhood too. Like maybe in your own childhood, you were kind of pushed off to the side or told to like get out of the way, or for whatever reason, maybe you moved around a lot, so you never became fully comfortable with sticking to who you were because you had to adapt to so many environments that you just learned to kind of blend in versus being strongly seated and rooted in who you are. But there's this in your own internal conflict that you're dealing with here, and that was being mirrored back to you with this person. Because with the Two of Swords, I get this friendship energy. Like while this woman is going through whatever issue she has with these two swords up at a crossroads, you have this loyal, dog just sitting here. Like, are you okay? I'm here if you need me. It reminds me of like those service animals that help the handicapped. That could be, relevant in this reading or something to someone. But it's like somebody who's loyal here. So with that twin flame energy, I'm feeling with the Empress and the Emperor right here, adjacent to each other, and then the Two of Swords right up underneath it. The other person was battling their own internal energies. Y'all still managed to have a connection. And even though sex may have been prematurely introduced into the relationship, there is still a friendship connection. And that's the saving grace here for those who wish to, reunite with that person. In the 10th card position, I see judgment, which means the end of a certain chapter or the end of an era. And with the transformation of the things that you are manifesting in your life now, meaning that there's been a turnaround in your internal energy, I feel like this is an ending to that kind of, I'm just gonna say an end to that chapter of your life where you don't show up in your fullness. So it affects the way things show up to you. People can't show up in their fullness for you if you're not showing up in your fullness for yourself. So that means if you're bringing about an end to that type of energy, if you're bringing about an end and you finally judge that that is the problem and you're changing it, then that means that what comes forward to you from here on out is going to be much different and going to be much better. And that's the energy that I'm getting with these Nine of Staffs and Eight of Staffs here. The Nine of Staffs is like the pattern of what you've done before. It's like, okay, I'm looking at how I've behaved before. I'm looking at the patterns that I have put out into the ethers before. I'm looking at the energy that I have went about life with before, and I'm seeing the effects of it. I'm seeing what that manifested for me, and I'm not, happy with this. Like I could be right on the verge of everything I want, and you can feel it within yourself. Like it's like I'm so close, but everything I want is right out of my grasp. There's something missing. It's like when you cooking something and it tastes good, but it's one ingredient missing. And I feel like that one ingredient that's missing is you showing up in the fullness of that Empress energy. People already see you like this, so you might as well go ahead and show up like it. You might as well, you know. And until you do that, you hold off that whole Empress experience. And the Empress pretty much gets anything she wants. It's, powerful abundance and fertility. You're able to birth new conditions and grow anything that you touch. Everything that you touch turns to gold with the Empress energy. And until you fully embody that, then you're going to be one step away from everything that you want to manifest. And that's that Nine of Staffs energy. But you've identified the behavior that caused you to be 1 degree apart from the full, everything that you want. And now that you have identified that, you can work on fixing the energies and correcting the energies. And that Eight of Staffs right up under that Three of Staffs is telling me that what you want is going to quickly come in as soon as you make those minor adjustments. Because a lot of times it's just simply a simple mental conflict that is, causing an issue. So in this case, I'm feeling like the bodies of water is like, when it says recharge, is like get back to your fullness because you've been running on like 75%, running on 50%, running on 25%, depending on how low of a caliber of people that you were allowing into your life, trying to make other people feel good about themselves. Some people may have been running on like 10% because you've been allowing straight scum, and I don't mean to like judge people like that, but it is what it is in the most objective way of viewing it. Straight scum into your life. Some people, you run more on like an 80% battery because you have a couple unsavory characters in your corner, but they're not total bums, but still nothing nearly as abundant or as beautiful, as nurturing, as loving, as smart, as intelligent, as attractive, as influential as what you are, you know. So when you recharge your batteries, you take the spiritual bath, you get into the flow of who you are and stop blocking your own abundance. That's when you can allow that flow to come to you. That's when you become that channel. And who you're healing is both the people around you by being your highest self, and that twin flame. If you're on a twin flame journey, you're healing that person too, and you're helping that person to be able to mirror who you are by standing strongly in your abundant, self. They can stand strongly in their abundant self too. There's the friendship connection already here. The sexual passion and attachment ain't went nowhere, ain't going nowhere. I don't feel like either. So there's a chance for this thing to come back together if you want it. If you don't want it with this person, if you're completely done with this person, if you allowed yourself, if you're one of them people that were only running on a 10% battery, that means you allowed somebody to take so much of you that you have gone down into a place of like probably feeling resentment and hate for this person. That's where you get people that be in the comments on these twin flame videos like, if that person, he did so and so and so and so to me, when really you allowed it. And I'm not getting on you. I'm not, trying to be mean, but you allowed somebody to take that much of your energy. They took you down to 10%, completely sucked and drained out the whole other 90% of you. Whereas you have some people who are on this twin flame journey and they are like, I'm dissatisfied with this person, but I still love them. And they can feel that way. They can feel that unconditional love still because they didn't allow the majority of themselves to be sucked dry by anybody. So yeah, they may not have been running at 100%, but maybe they only allowed somebody to drain 25% of them versus somebody who allowed somebody to drain 80% of their energy, if that makes sense to you. But yeah, really in February, I'm feeling like we all getting back to 100% because you realize if you're not showing up in the fullness of who you are at 100%, if you are not totally recharged and ready to go, and meet the day head on in the fullness of who you are, you're gonna keep manifesting like these less than satisfactory situations, or you'll manifest, a fraction of what it is that you want. Yes, some money might come into you, but it ain't the thousands that you want. You might hit a scratch off for like $50. You see how that's like a 25% manifestation versus the 100% manifestation of like a job where you're making 1,000 a week. you know it's like, yeah, I'm still grateful for this little scratch off ticket win. Yeah, it's still a nice little manifestation, but I want the fullness. So to get the fullness, you have to show up in the fullness of who you are. And when you show up in the fullness of who you are, people around you will vibrate out of their life. You should be killing them and giving them permission to show up in their fullness around you, or that you're going to vibrate out of their life, or they're going to vibrate out of your life and be replaced with people who meet that fullness requirement as well. So that's what's up, Aquarius. I'm liking it. I feel like y'all will completely catch on to this. Y'all can understand these types of things. And I thank you for watching. If you have a personal situation that this resonated with and you want a personal reading, send me an email or hit me up on our Facebook page. It's Empress Divine Channel on Facebook. The link is in the description box as well. And yeah, y'all have at it. Have a happy birthday. I love you, Aquarius, and I'll see you next time. I am your Empress Divine, Miss Tasha Turner. Thanks for watching. Bye.